Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week. We had quite a few come out, and if you're wondering how these get chosen for the top 10 mods of the week, all you got to do is rate your mods on the Mod Hub, and if you rate them highly and there's enough people that rate them, well, that's how they make it into this video. So anyhow, let's go ahead and jump into it. We had a lot to choose from this week, and I think we have a lot of really good mods. For number one, we have the Liftable Pallets and Bales by Yoast Modding. This is 0.55 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.4 out of 5 stars, with 478 people having rated it. This is a really cool mod. I was actually kind of surprised at how low the rating itself was. However, it still made it into the top 10 because it still had a high rating and it had a lot of people that rated it. This is a very useful mod, especially for console players. What this does is any additional pallets or bales that are created, not spawned in by another mod or anything like that, but any pallets that are created, it makes them liftable. So the pallets that spawn at your factories from now on, once you've installed this mod, will be liftable as long as you use the balers that come with this pack, which are going to be the base game balers just modified for this. Any bales that they produce are going to be liftable. I will do a video hopefully out on this at some point where I talk a little bit more detail about how this mod works, so it's pretty cool. Anyhow, yeah, very cool. It makes things liftable for you, and you can also buy liftable pallets in the store now, so if you wanted to buy pallets, you can do that and buy pallets of pretty much anything inside the base game store. So there you guys go. That's the Liftable Pallets and Bales by Yoast Modding. All right, for number two, we have the Karcher K214. This is by JMZ. It's 1.28 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 73 people having rated it. This is a power washer, a very small power washer at that. The only thing I don't like about this is you can't move it around. I was hoping you could like get in it and drive it essentially, quote unquote. I know it doesn't have wheels on it, but it'd be cool to be able to move it around. But it is a placeable. Once you place it, it is stuck there until you sell it and get a new one. However, it only costs 500 bucks, so it's not really a big deal to place it down, and it's kind of a nifty little thing. So I like it quite a bit, and it's only $1 a day to keep it maintained. So there you guys go. That's the Karcher K214 by JMZ. For number three, we have the Lizard Forage Pickup. This is by Fluffy Mods. It's 9.92 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 288 people having rated it. This is a $65,000 piece of equipment that is absolutely epic. It runs at 25 kilometers per hour when it's working too, and I'll tell you what it does in a second. We're actually looking at the back side of it, technically speaking, here. It requires 90 horsepower to run. What you can do is you hook it up to the front of your tractor from this side here, and then the front side, the one on the left-hand side of it there, that's the front. That is a pickup, so it'll pick up loose things off the ground, and it supports all crop types. So whatever you have on the ground, wheat, silage, grass, anything it will pick up, including silage out of a bunker silo, which might be one of its #1 uses there. And then it'll pitch it into a trailer that is nearby or trailer that's hooked up to the back of your tractor. So this thing makes it a lot easier to unload stuff or load stuff off the ground into a trailer or something like that. So if you're working on a map, maybe you're doing a lot of potatoes or something, and you want to store them on the ground somewhere or in a barn, you could dump them on the ground and then use this to pick them up. It'd make it really easy. So there you guys go. That's the Lizard Forage Pickup by Fluffy Mods. For number four, we have the Pongi, I'm probably saying that wrong, I apologize, the SPX 816 by Universe Simu Modding. It is 11.09 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 307 people having rated it. This has quite a few different configurations for this trailer, but I think the most notable one for this thing is you can get it in auto load for your bales. So if you wanted to pick up bales off the side of the road, out of a barn, wherever, on your field, you can drive around next to them with this having the auto load turned on and enabled, and you can pick those bales automatically and it'll stack them nice and neat on your trailer, which is really cool. And it only costs $17,750 as a starting price to buy this thing, so it's not going to cost you too much, and it's not going to break the bank to be able to start auto-loading your bales. Or if you just like the way the trailer looks and you don't want to auto-load, you don't have to. You can get it without auto-load. So there you go. Really cool trailer. That's the Pongi SPX 816 by Universe Simu Modding. For number five, we have the yellow Scorpio 710 Stone Picker by Black Sheep Modding. It's 8.16 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, 200 people having rated it. This thing is epic. So this is just a wider pickup for the stone collector, which makes you be able to pick up and cover an area a lot quicker than you would before. You can even have this at the back and put like a subsoiler, certain subsoilers on the front of your tractor, and you can do it all at once. You can subsoil and then pick it up with this, which is pretty sweet. So but yeah, anyhow, this thing's going to cost you $64,000 to buy. Requires 170 horsepower. Is a whopping 9.5 meter working width at 17 kilometers per hour, about 10 miles per hour. The only downside I think to this, and I get why it is, because it's obviously the same kind of body of the original stone picker. It only has a 4,000 liter capacity. I wish it had more that it could hold. I think it would be so much cooler if it could hold a lot more than that, but it is what it is. 4,000 liters is what it holds. Maybe if they made like an unrealistic capacity, I think I'd be even more on board with this, but I love it. There you go. That's the yellow Scorpio 710 stone picker by Black Sheep Modding. Number 6, we have the Straw Storage. This is by MA7 Studio, 11.66 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 105 people having rated it. This is a $22,000 storage mod that you can buy and has a monthly upkeep of about $32. This is found under silos because it is a bale and pallet storage, which is really cool. So you can put whatever you'd like to in there. And it also says you can pour like grain temporarily in there if you want to. The concrete should hold that, which is kind of cool. I think that's what it's saying when I read the description here. And you can also drive into it. So if you wanted to put some bales in there to use the function to store bales in there, or pallets, you could also drive on the other side of it or drive in it and park wherever there's room left and still use it as a vehicle barn as well, which is pretty cool. So there you guys go. That's the Straw Storage by MA7 Studio. All right, for number 7, we have the Old Storage Shed. This is by Black Sheep Modding. It is 6.01 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, 186 people having rated it. It's very cool. This thing is going to have 2 different configurations. The one in front of you is the bale and pallet storage, which will hold 550 bales or pallets, as a upkeep of $5 a day. It's located under silos in the store, and it does have a left style model and a right style model, so depending on what you want that sidewall or what side you want that sidewall to be on, you can adjust that as well, which is pretty cool, and it's only $10,000 to buy. You also can get it without the bale and pallet storage configuration. That's going to be $9,000 to buy, $5 a day in maintenance, and that's just going to be found under sheds. Again, with the left and right model as well for that, and it's just going to be there for storing your vehicle. So there you guys go. That's the Old Storage Shed by Black Sheep Modding. For number 8, we have the Open Sheds by Omatana, 6.62 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 121 people having rated it. This has a lot of different customization available for it. There's a lot of different versions of this that are in there, so you can have this version here that you have out in front of you. There's some other styles and different setups that you can have available for you. You can also lower both the rear wall and the bale storage collision if you want to use the shed for vehicles. There are storages in here as well as this guy. There's a ton of stuff in this pack, and Omatana, of course, has outdone herself with this as well, so make sure you guys check it out. A lot of really good storages in here, and for basically anything you want, you can use these as a drive-through shed or regular shed. However you want to do it, you can customize it to make it perfect for you. So there you go. These are the Open Sheds by Omatana. For number 9, we have the digital display. This is by Aki Mobile. This is 0.40 megabytes to download for PC and Mac only. This is going to be rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 60 people having rated it. There are various displays in here ranging between $3,000 to $20,000 to buy, $5 a day maintenance for each one. And then you also can get that kind of pole that you have that's behind 2 of the displays there. You can put that up and then you can put the displays on it, which is pretty cool. And the pole itself is only $250. And I'm sure you could probably stack more than one pole on top of each other and make a really tall sign. But basically, if you have these next to your silo, they are going to show you kind of what's going on in your silo. What are you storing there? Stuff like that. They're really cool little digital displays. They also work for animal husbandry, if it has a storage there or something like that. It's really cool, actually. Really cool. I like these guys a lot. I used them a fair amount in Farming Simulator 22 and Farming Simulator 19 to kind of just display storages that were in silos. So you could just kind of walk up to the silo and have a really cool kind of digital display showing you what was in that silo. So there you guys go. That's the digital display by Aki Mobile. For number 10, last but certainly not least, we have the Wide Garage. This is by Ecus. It's 4.42 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 107 people having rated it. This is a massive drive-through shed here. Ecus does a lot of really good work, or did a lot of really good work in Farming Simulator 22, and this is going to just goes to show that he's going to continue to do that in Farming Simulator 25. So really cool to see his first shed. I believe this is his first one. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize, but good to see one of his first sheds coming out on the Mod Hub for Farming Simulator 25. This is going to cost you $80,000 to buy and daily maintenance of $2, so no big deal. But there you guys go. That is the Wide Garage, and that is the top 10 mods of the week for all platforms. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.